promoting businesses and organizations to help them reach their full potential. Lighten the path to the success of your business. Enhancing the lives of our listeners by talking about things that matters most. Helping you to shine your light emotionally, mentally, spiritually, socially, and physically. Spreading positive vibes. You've got it locked and you're listening to Light Vibrations, brought to you by Lyte Communications right here on CBN Radio 90.9 FM. And now your host and our director, Natasha Letza.
Hello. You've got it locked and you're listening to Light Vibrations. You're here chilling with me, Tasha T, aka Roxy, as we bring you word from the streets. Today we chilling with my homegirl, Jill. Jill, what up?
What up, Roxy?
Jill, you know we on the word from the streets. We want to know what's going on. We want to send this kind of enlightening, empowering information to people, you know, to try to help the situation here at ground zero. What topic you want to talk about today?
What topic is there to talk about other than men?
Men, we love men. We're gonna talk about men. No, tell me, what does piss you off most about men? No, if you're a man and you're listening to the show, it's not about male bashing. If you sit tight, you might learn something on how to keep your woman. How about that? So what does piss you off most about men, Jill?
Well, right now what piss me off most about men is when the woman leave them and they realize what they really have lost and then try to beg and win her back. That is what annoys me most. Instead of loving what you have while you have it and cherishing the woman the way she needs to be cherished. And vice versa. I'm not saying women don't do the same nonsense, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking from a woman's point of view, that it look like it takes you leaving your man or fighting with your man or something for them to be interested in you, because to me it look like all men like is drama. Say they like drama, I mean like it look like drama does keep them like feisty or something, that'll be like they want to fight with a girl just to go make up sex. God, that's so annoying. Like, you don't need drama to be in, you know, that kind of mood to have the bomb ass sex with your girl. You don't need drama for that. You just need to be, first of all, you need to like the woman. If you don't like her, I don't even know what you're doing with her.
And that's a serious thing. You laughing, but it's a serious thing. People in relationships, and like you say, is vice versa, it's men and it's women, that they feel like if things going too smooth, if you know you have a drama-free relationship, it's something wrong, somebody up to no good,
Or
something
just bored.
or you know, it's a boring relationship. But the sweetest relationships is those without drama. I don't feel like you need to be arguing and be acting an idiot, checking phone and all this kind of nonsense to have a somewhat productive relationship. I don't think that's all. But back to the original thing that you said about, you know, when you have somebody in your life and, you know, everything, you know, is seemingly okay, and then, you know, an issue comes up and boom, nobody wants to work on the issue. Nobody wants to concede. Nobody wants to say, you're right. Let me look at myself. Let me try to make that other person a little bit more comfortable. Nobody wants to say that. So then what happens? The situation deteriorates, because by law, if things don't get better, they must get worse. And then you break up, and then all of a sudden now, my girl with this or my man with that, or begging back. But by now it's too late. So what do you think contributes to this type of behavior?
I would say lack of communication. One, my thing is, if you with someone and they do something that you don't like, just voice your opinion, not dog them down because they did it. Just let them know, man, I don't really like this hair. It had made me feel a little uncomfortable. If you hold it in and it continues to happen, then hey, what? You ain't talk about it. You build anger within yourself. And when the person do it again, instead of you saying what bothers you in the beginning, you wait until it get too late, till it becomes like a physical fight. or an uncompromising argument. That's my thing. Is like straight up. A lot of people that talk about, oh, I 100. I is a 100 person. Please, if you 100, you with somebody, ain't everybody the same. You did do something you don't like, voice it, and not try to limit the person from being who they truly are. Cause really and truly, that is what attract you to them in the first place. If I find it in a lot of men that they see a girl, they like her vibe, they like how she the roll, how she the move, how she the hang. Then all of a sudden they get with her and they try to change that.
Yeah.
They try to make you stop being so vocal, or stop going out so much, or stop acting so wild, or what the hell you don't come along with me? Cause apparently that's how you like me when you meet me, right?
Facts.
Like, I am not saying that I'm doing these stuff to look other men. I'm saying if I'm with you and this is how I naturally am, join the party just like how I would join yours.
Yeah, you say so much things I want to piggyback and because you're talking real. And the first thing that you said that I like is that when you close mouths don't get fed. If you have an issue, speak about it. Talk enough so that you could feel confident in yourself that listen, you bring your point across. But the one thing I say, and I say it again, if you care about me, you have to care about what I care about. And if I bring you an issue, that's what I care about. And if you don't address it, don't expect me to care about what you care about. So it's all about selfishness. And what I hate too in relationships is that you is my woman and I tell you I have a problem, and at the same time now you tell me you have a problem with me, and we say, okay, well, this is what I want you to do, and you say, okay, this is what I want you to do, and two are we saying now like two idiots watching each other to see who gonna do first. That don't want me. But for real, this is how we're going on. So now everybody being selfish, everybody waiting for the other, and nobody is making a move. And like you say, when you see them problems build up, little problems on top of each other, it's going to turn physical. Now we in here advocating any physical, abuse, because it's like zero tolerance. I don't condone a man putting their hands on a woman. And I for sure, even more so, hate when a woman put their hand on a man.
Definitely.
Because to me, if a woman putting her hands on a man and he's allowing that, the woman go just take it to a whole nother level.
And
you
if he
understand?
decide to bust her ass, she goes to the police, and obviously he's gonna get the worst end of the stick. That's a fact. But I think the justice needs to hold women accountable as well, in high regards as they do men, for putting your hands on another individual. Because if you're with them, I don't see why you should resort to physical altercation with a woman or anybody if you can't come to a compromising decision. It's like, I know everybody's thinking control is the key, they want to control you, but my thing is, if you want a healthy relationship, you shouldn't want to control your other half. You should embrace who them is, what they are to you, and then just live happy. But again, we here in the BVI, look, we don't know a thing about that.
And you know what? Ain't just BVI, it's all around the world. I know, but it's all around the world. You know why? Because people insecure. Insecurity is the mother of abuse. Insecurity, I'm going to say it again, is the mother of abuse. And it's certain things, like some certain times, like in relationships, people already come to you with the drama and the baggage from their past relationship that they may not probably have healed from, and you don't know it because we just jump into relationships and not really take the time out to do background checks and all of that. But I mean, would you agree that the state of mind going into a new relationship is what could be like the precursor to the type of behavior we're talking about now?
Most definitely, because most people don't get to be friends with somebody before them say them in a relationship. It's like, I meet you and yeah, we man and woman, but then I don't know you, so them all caught up in the what did they call it, the honeymoon phase, feeling each other out, they like the chemistry and what's not. But when life actually gets real, they don't know how to actually be real, because they were so busy fantasizing on getting with this person, living that fantasy, instead of like getting to know them first, being friends, knowing the ins and outs before you actually get in a relationship with someone. And I'd be like, yeah man, I know this dude, he cool and everything, we've been friends for a while, we've been talking for a minute, you know what I mean? I mean a month or a week, maybe a little longer. But then me, I speak personally, They got dudes that'll be trying to talk to me, and either be very general talking, general, because I'm not in a relationship. I'm just generally talking with them, and to me, they'll get frustrated within the first week or two if I don't give them what I want.
Okay.
Meaning, like, it's very mind-boggling to them to talk to this girl or message this girl in a week in, if they don't get to see her, or if they don't get to talk to me face to face, or even if they call, let's say they ask me to go out for a drink, ain't really a drink they want. Because at the end of the day, them ain't really trying to get to know me, they're trying to get in me. Okay. You understand? And that day, a lot of men gonna get mad with me because me ain't gonna time with that day. So I spend enough time with an individual where I felt that I wasn't being loved the way I deserved. And right now, me really looking for no, as they call it, a friend.
Looking for no friends with benefits.
That's what them call them. I ain't looking none of them need.
But you're right, people don't take it. I always say too, before you get into a relationship, you need to figure out this person. But now in this day and age, it's like sex is like rampant. It's like people don't care about nothing. They just care about sex. And if it ain't sex, it ain't nothing.
If it ain't sex, it's money.
Oh yeah, definitely. So it's like a bartering system. We're doing like prostitution. It's like domestic prostitution, and it's sad. But with women now, we think that we could have these friends with benefit type situation and don't catch feelings. Oh yeah, we just partners. We just partners, you understand? But that's not how it goes. We are women. You have sex with somebody. It's a spiritual thing. You mix up a whole soul tie in there. And then now when you realize what's going on, now you want a relationship because you can't sustain this kind of behavior unwarranted without some kind of excuse like, yeah, this is my man. But you don't know this man. You don't listen. This man don't even want you. This man want your body. He don't know anything else. So then now what happened now? Is a whole set of insecurity because one, you ain't know nothing about this fellow. Two, is like you ain't have no parameters in place. Everything is for granted. And now when you start to see things that life unroll one section at a time, is a problem. Is a let me check your phone. Is a let me bust your butt right quick because you stepping outside of what I think you should be doing.
I can't elaborate on that because that's exactly how it is.
But what we could do about this, I think the conversation needs to change. I think women need to stop selling themselves short. We're selling ourselves short, ladies, because we control that. The world is getting loose because we are loose. Because if we're not loose, the men can't carry on. They can't
act like a lady, think like a man. You control the cookie, girl.
We control the cookies. Stop giving up the cookies. Stop giving up the cookies. But I loving how this conversation going. And right now we have some other ladies just roll into the studio. So if you hear different voices chiming in the conversation, they are here. And our topic today, ladies, we just talking about men and some of the things that they do to piss us off, to deteriorate a relationship, to kind of like stifle the growth of the relationship. And one of the things Jill was saying was that we don't know how to argue. We don't know how to speak when we have a confrontation. What's your take on that? When you have an argument with your significant other, how that normally goes?
Well, I can never get my point across because they don't just listen to hear one word and they just go with that one word. So it's like we just speak two different languages.
No, but that's real. Because people don't listen to understand. We listen to respond. And if all of us listening only to respond, then the message getting lost. And that's how stuff get out of control, because I busy, like you just say, oh, I always right. But in relationships, ain't no way one person can always be right and one person can't always be wrong. Okay, we different. Talk to me.
No, I'm just kidding. I know about always being right. Me personally, I'll speak for myself. I very rarely want to be in the wrong. So what I do, I don't argue. I suss the scene. I ask questions. It's like a detective type thing to let you know straight up. I let you know that this is being known to me. Like, let me know if I'm wrong in the direction that I'm going. I like to how to say it? prepare myself for if the ong-pong actually have to hit, meaning like I saw a vibe, I see a vibe, and I ask you about it. And this is where talking comes in the beginning. Don't wait until something driving you the wrong way, really driving you, for you to and then you start your conversation off like that.
Yeah.
Because once you start a conversation off like that, it's an automatic backlash. Like, this is how you come with me, well, that means it's an argument we look in.
Yeah.
You literally have to speak up the minute you suss a vibe. Like, if you say, man, boy, I see you talking a little close with this chick, what's going on this, so, you know what I mean, or whatever, you'll be like, ain't nothing, babe, you know what I mean, I know she for a while, and whatever the case. I say, okay, cool, ain't nothing, so how come I don't know if I is your girl? If I know each other so long. Right, well, you know, they ain't nothing, well, the least you, then my thing is too, I either got so much secret friends, like, if I with you, and you know all of my people, them, you know all the boys, them, you know all the girls, them I known, and then, when it comes to you, you never introduce me to none of your people. And that is what, when you say you're getting to know somebody in the beginning, be friends first. Because then you know they're friends. And then you know how I gonna roll when I actually get together. You see this person ins and out. You see them how when they get angry, what to make them angry, what do. If you're their friend first. But the minute you get sexual activities involved and say you're his boyfriend and girlfriend, and sex block a lot of vision.
Yes.
When it comes to relationships. All I'm saying is, I prefer to get to know you first. And me personally, it look like men really don't have the how you say, the attention span to want to get to know somebody.
That's not true.
What it is?
That's not true.
Before
The first thing for a man is they see something they want to eat. You check? So from the woman give it up, from the woman now give them something to eat, they ain't have the attention, you don't have the attention anymore. But if you don't give it to eat and you speak to them and they call you and they like want to link with you and you don't give them that time to link with you or give them something to eat, then they're gonna speak. No, I know why you don't be checking or what to be checking.
You want to be checking me, right? That's why I won't give them a time of day.
But no, like for real, like, you know, it always starts with an attraction for a man and a woman,
sure.
but is what you want. Is what you want. You want to have a relationship, or you just want to have if you just want to have sex.
Yeah.
You have to choose what you want.
And we started out this conversation by saying that friends with benefit thing don't really work. It don't, because it's not true. It can't work. Jelly was just saying something there that I wanted to piggyback on. How you ladies feel about doing background checks? Because when you have this guy, he gonna present to him, or the lady vice versa, their best self. They're gonna send their PR manager out in these streets to bamboozle you, hoodwink you, or whatever. I know a lot of times, especially for women, you know, when we hear another woman get with our ex, or, you know, depending on the circumstances that the relationship was left with, it's like, oh, this woman is this woman is that. It's like women, we kind of like automatically try to turn on the other woman without even really knowing, even if the cause of the relationship was our fault. But I feel like if you get in with somebody, you need to pull some of their files. You need to talk with some of their exes to see what type of person real talk they are.
Have to be an ex that doesn't hate them completely, because all you would get is negative. Negative feedback from about a man, and not necessarily that everything that they say would be completely true, because it's like a two-way street. What you did to make this person this way, or what did he do to make you this way, you know what I mean? It's always a two-way street. So doing background check can be kind of difficult.
But it could be biased.
Very
very
biased.
biased.
And it also, that's why I say to try and be their friend in a manner. Let's say you checking the dude, like, are you liming and are you hanging and whatever. The fantasy stage. Let's say you liking this dude so much that you decide to give up the cookie. And then, like I said, after all that happened, life started to get real. They stop spending, or they can't afford. Then next thing, they're splurging on something else, or which I've seen a lot of. But in the beginning, it's like, I could pay your rent, I could hook you up. That's the fantasy stage of the whole thing, to get you in where they want you. And then when you're actually in, all the sweet stuff just turn Sour.
That's because it wasn't real.
I know that.
It wasn't real because that person only wanted your body and you only wanted them to pay your rent.
Hello.
It wasn't real because like we were talking about, it's like people in relationships and not in relationships in this day and age for love. It's for commodity. It's for things. It's for advancement.
Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna say no.
So can we just build a robot?
The robots
And
do
vice
exist.
versa?
But this is where I'm gonna say no. It's like what you want is what you're gonna get. So if you want your rent paid, that's what you're gonna get out of a relationship. But if you're looking for that soulmate, that the positiveness, someone to be there for you and all of that stuff, that's what you're gonna attract. But if you say you wanna and you out there looking, nitpicking at other different things, you're gonna get what you looking for. You're gonna attract what you're looking for. So it's that, you know, the law of attraction type kind of thing. I really believe in that. And it's sad sometimes because yeah, you're gonna get like a picture that look like what you're looking for, but you have to be spiritually grounded and know and understand so you could like weed them out.
But that's interesting, Chimra. But how do you weed them out? How do you weed them out? Because remember, everybody's sending their representatives.
Guidance.
So how?
I think you
have to be spiritually grounded, full stop, and you got to be spiritually grounded.
I think, and then if they may come in with that kind of package, but you
Yeah.
want it with that person, you literally have to train them, train your mindset, train their mindset. Say, hey, if you really want to be with me in terms of love, I love you, you love me. Let's be together, but let's be together in a manner where, you know, we fully respect each other and, you know, HIPAA bringing up no man situation when they ain't got no man. It's like, my thing is, my brother made a comment to me that stuck with me. He said he's with his wife. His wife does not live here right now. And he said their conversations are basically about love, family, each other. They know that other people want to be in their space. They know other men or women that might want to be in their space, seeing that they're not living together right now. But that conversation will never come up because he loves his wife, she loves him, he trusts her, she trusts him. She knows she got fine man, as she just say she got fine man, and she knows she woman in his space. But the minute you bring up that conversation about, oh, so who you checking now? That mean that gonna always be now the foundation of your conversation.
So if
And that wanna bring negativity, that wanna bring mistrust, doubt, then anger, and assumptions.
Until yeah, so there you go. Negative energy. You're focusing on negative energy, what you gonna get? Negative results.
Yeah,
You know, so I mean, and you also can't look at negative and try and make it positive.
Sure.
You can't do it. So you have to know. And we ladies like to try to say we see the good in the bad, but you can see good in bad. But true, you know, it's just something just to pass the time and to comfort you.
Right.
But the truth is, we don't really know from the beginning. You know, we don't know, but we just yeah, man. You know, we don't know, but we don't know. Them red flag that be real, and we just know, but we just choose to ignore it and just hope for the good out of the bad.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
But they don't exist.
You can't do that.
I love that point there, my girl. Trust me, that's another perspective. And Jill, what you were just saying in terms of don't look at the negativity, because when you have space, when you have, you know, especially when you're in a long distance relationship, you can't allow your mind to be clouded by doubt. And that is where most of the issues come in relationships. You see, you know why they could enjoy that type of a fruitful long distance relationship is because of the foundation that they built when they were here. If they had trust issues when they were here, in no way that would have worked when they've been separated. So now the question would be now, how do you build that strong foundation if everybody here misrepresenting themselves, nobody want to be transparent, everybody looking at the other person to do first before they do?
And why are you looking for somebody to do something?
Because we selfish, Jill. Everybody eyes big. Me want to move out. I feel like, okay, if I do it first, that mean I vulnerable. That mean you in control. That mean I care about you more than you care about me. And we all know in relationships, who care the least run the show.
That is true. That is true.
Another point. We ladies, you know, we were trained to, if you want to have a good house, you have to go to school. You have to get a job. You have to get a money. You have to make it happen. So what happens while you're growing is you're becoming this masculine female. And then you don't allow a man to love you. You don't allow a man to be a man. And for me, that's my downfall. I have suffered in my relationships because of that. I didn't know how to allow a man to love me until he didn't know how to love me anymore, until I'm like, okay, you're not loving me how I want to be loved. But the truth is, I don't know how to accept that love, you know. So it's a mind thing, it's a learning process, but it's just to continue. And
them wanted their equal. They wanted a woman to independent. I understand that. Hence why they tried so hard to take us out of the 15th century, 50th century, or whatever century back then, where woman was oppressed and they were all about the house. Okay, I understand all of that. But now, when we become this independent woman and we demasculated men, making them feel quite inferior. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it does happen. Maybe that's why they act like females and we get mad.
Exactly. And
I don't like females. I'm a female.
I don't know if I 100% agree with you ladies, because I feel like if you have a strong man, your independence shouldn't bother him.
It's not the independence. It's not the independence. It's not the independence. It's the masculineness of yourself. Because in the world, you have to act like a man, you know. Oh, then in the world, you got to act like a man, but then you come in your relationship and you bring in that same kind of energy. And a man loves a feminine woman. Okay? So they want us to be pretty. They want us to be dependent and soft and caring. Everything about woman. It's not being vulnerable. But you see now, we so rough. We rough. We man. I tell you.
Oh my God, ladies, the time has gone. I want to pick up this conversation on the next edition. I'm here in the beauty salon chilling with my girls. What on the street today, and we getting the skinnier man, and we really keeping it real. But I have to end this program because my time is up. But we're gonna come back, and we're gonna come back with these same ladies, and we're gonna talk about this whole issue of
issues to talk about.
I want to hear more about this issue with
Self-love is the next topic.
Self-love. We're talking about man and women emasculating men, and women being more soft and try to bring out the feminine in a woman so the man would stay. So, like I said, this is something for everybody. Keep it locked. You've been listening to Lyte Vibrations, chilling with Jill, Shima, and Roxy. So we will catch you on the next edition.
Thank you for tuning in to Lyte Vibration, and don't forget to tune in this time next week as we continue to bring you life-changing information. Until next time, shine your light.